So on Thursday, we looked at perimeter word problems. On Friday, we looked at area word problems. And today we're going to look at both. Goodness gracious, Mr. Huber, get it together. We're going to look at both, but they're going to be mixed. And the reason I wanted to mix them up and look at both today is because these are more of the types of word problems you're most likely going to see on a test or at the end of the year, because we talked about the rainbow and butterfly questions, right, where it flat out tells you the shape and it asks you, hey, what's the area, or hey, what's the perimeter? Sometimes you got to rely on some keywords here. So up here in the corner, you'll notice I've got area or perimeter. We're going to end up circling one of those, and then we're going to list the key words that told us, hey, this makes me think I need to find this. So quick recap, remember when we're finding the area, that's measuring the inside, length times width. And when we're doing the perimeter, we're measuring around the outside, side plus side plus side plus side. So let's start by reading this question. Move this over here. It says, Anthony is putting a new carpet in his bedroom. If his room is 14 feet long and 9 feet wide, how many square feet will he need to cover? So you've got to think, am I finding the area here or am I finding the perimeter? So let me get my marker going. There's a few words that stand out to me. Carpet would be one. Square feet would be a couple. And cover would be one. All of those key words right there lead me to think I'm measuring the inside. I'm finding the area. So I've got to do length times width. And guys, I know that because if you think about a carpet, you never go into somebody's house and they just have carpet around the outside. That would be bizarre. It fills the entire floor, or it covers the entire floor. Also, when we're talking area, we know that we're always going to be measured in square feet. Well, if you see square feet there, that's another light bulb that says, hey, got to find the area. So once I know what I'm finding, then the easy part comes. It's just doing the math. Being able to determine what you have to do is a little bit difficult. Now, when you're solving this question, the very first thing you should be doing is drawing a picture. Now, if it's 14 feet long, 9 feet wide, different sides, you would know that that's going to be a rectangle. And you can go ahead and label your sides, 14 and 9. And again, if I'm finding the area, I got to do length times width, 14 times 9. Now, two things. One, you don't know 14 times 9 off the top of your head. You shouldn't. You don't have to. We have done this in class to where we can stack them and multiply. 9 times 4 is 36. 6 stays, 3 goes. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 gives me 12. That answer would be 126 square feet. Good thing about area and perimeter, it's calculator active. If you're at home, you can just take your calculator. You can do length times width, 14 times 9. You'd get the same answer. The only thing I could see people doing wrong here is finding the perimeter instead of the area. That's why those keywords, super important. So those might come up again. And when you do some on your own, they might come up again. All right. I'll only want to look at a couple more of these today. If I can find, there it is. All right, looking at number 2. It says Farmer Joe needs to build a new barrier to go around his yard to keep the pigs inside. If his yard is 34 feet long and 33 feet wide, how many feet of wood will he need to purchase? So, doesn't say area, doesn't say perimeter. Just got to kind of find some keywords here, and two that stick out to me. Barrier and around. If I'm building a barrier or like a fence around something, I'm finding the perimeter. That means I got to go side plus side plus side plus side. So I can draw my yard. There's my barrier, 34 feet long, 33 feet wide. Opposite sides are equal. Then all I got to do is add those up. Again, if you've got your calculator, you can go 34 plus 33 plus 34 plus 33. Or we can take our like sides, do 34 plus 34, we'd get 68. Do 33 plus 33, we'd get 66. And if I add those two together, 8 plus 6 gives me 14. 1 goes. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. That would be 134 feet of barrier that he would need to purchase to go all the way around. So again, keywords, super important there. Pretty common words that you may see in an area or perimeter question. All right. Cindy is painting a new border around her square bulletin board. It's 9 feet long. How many feet of her bulletin board will she need to paint to go all the way around? Interesting. All right, so let's focus on our keywords here. Border is one. Around is one. Square is one, and you see around down here as well. So guys, a border, like my bulletin boards have borders, my whiteboard has a border, our state and our country have borders. That's just going around the outside, right? So even if you didn't know border, you could see around and probably know, hey, I've got to find the perimeter here because I'm going around the outside. And those keywords would be the reason. The other important thing here is it's a square. If you know it's a square, you know that square's got 4 equal sides. So when I draw that square and I go ahead and put the 9 feet long, I know now that that gives me every side. So again, if I'm finding the perimeter, side plus side plus side plus side. You could do this in your calculator, or I could do 9 plus 9 and get 18, 9 plus 9 get 18 again, add those together, and I'd get a perimeter of 36 feet. Remember, area square feet, perimeter is just the basic unit, 36 feet for that one. So again, keywords helping you figure out what to do there. So for this last one, I want you to look at, I want to see if you can maybe, once I read it, pause it, see if you can figure out the keywords, and then see if you can figure out if it's area or perimeter. It says, Jackie is replacing the floor tiles in her bathroom. The bathroom is 6 feet long and twice as wide as it is long. How many square feet of tile will she need? So see if you can figure out area or perimeter and the keywords that made you think that. So I'm finding the area. Where's my marker? For a couple reasons. Square feet's a big one. Anytime we're looking for square feet, guys, we're going to be measuring the inside, we're finding the area. But another one is tiles. If you think about the tiles that you've got on the floor in the classroom, those tiles fill and cover the entire floor. That would tell me, hey, I've got to do the area, got to do length times width here. So I'm a little worried that people could read this and draw this picture. Here's my bathroom. Because when they see twice, they know that's 2 times. So I'm a little afraid people would say 6 and 2, because in reality, it says it's 6 feet long and 2 times twice as long as it is, or as wide as it is long. Well, if I know it's 6 feet long, 2 times that would mean that it's not 2 feet wide, it's 12 feet wide. And once I've got that side, I can list all my opposite sides. And let me do a little bit of a better picture there. Again, I know I'm finding the area because it says square feet, it says tile. That means I got to do length times width, 12 times 6, and that would give me 72 square feet. So that one's a little tricky with how it's worded, but you saw those last week, you saw those on Thursday and on Friday. So this is just a little bit of a review of stuff you've already seen from last week. Just today, it's a little bit of a mix and you don't know what you're doing. That's why those keywords are going to help you figure it out. So I want you guys to start doing question of the day as well. So I'm going to include my question of the day at the end of this video. If you send me the answer to the question of the day through email and you get it correct, I'll have tickets for you on your desk when you get back. So I'm not going to go over it here, but if you answer this question correctly, send me that answer. I'll give you some tickets. And I'm pretty sure we've done some, we did one like this in Fam 5. So it says the area of a square floor is 36 square feet. What is the perimeter? One more time. The area of a square floor is 36 square feet, square floor. What is the perimeter? So again, guys, if you can answer that one correctly, question of the day, send it to me. I'll hook you up with some tickets. All right, so today was kind of an easy day, stuff we've done before. You've got 5 questions to do on your own. It's the very next thing on the checklist in Canvas. I will say, though, in the next 2 days, we're going to turn up the heat a little bit. And I really wish you were not at home to learn this because it might be a little difficult virtually, but just know the next couple of days might be a little challenging. Use some mental toughness, be prepared, and don't be afraid to reach out if you guys have questions. All right, thanks for watching. Question of the day, email me.